Hello everyone, it's Grizz. I'm in the garage. Got Ronnie. Say hello, Ronnie. Hello, Ronnie. Got Ronnie in the garage with me. Got his bed over here. I've come in to do a bit of work on the bike because I've been having a few problems that need rectifying. Let me show you. Right, I've had a few problems with the bike. I say a few, it's only like one or two, but they need sorting. The ABS and traction control, as I said on the previous video, this is normal. These two red and yellow lights flashing on startup, they won't usually kind of go off until you ride, but if you leave it long enough, they will actually switch themselves off. But anyway, basically the red ABS light keeps staying on. With the yellow light flashing, referring to the owner's manual, that means that there is a problem with the ABS. I've also had the yellow light also staying on as well, which would point to a problem with the traction control as well, which I'm really hoping that isn't the case. I'm hoping just the ECU is getting a bit confused and throwing up another fault. I did have the front brake calipers off and changed the brake pads and gave them a good clean up. Maybe I had put too much stress on one of the lines and broke a line or something on the ABS. So I'm going to give the whole system a good checking over and make sure everything's okay with it. Look at this, it's sod's law now. Look, the lights aren't going to stop flashing. It's been intermittent. Also, I've noticed when I put it on from one lock, from right to left, full lock as such, sometimes the lights will go out altogether. So I'm thinking there's possibly a loose connector somewhere which I need to check over, or maybe there is a break in the electrical line. Ronnie is very happily here chewing away on his bone, which is nice. I don't usually have him out in the garage with me, but I don't like leaving him indoors by himself because Taff is working. Taff's bike's here. She's loving it, absolutely loving it. The 125 is still up for sale. Mine is for sale, advertised on Twitter as such, but I've not actively put it up on anything like Auto Trade or anything like that. Excuse me, or eBay, just for the main reason that I've had this fault as well. I've also had a little bit of a rough idle as well, which I will go into you as well in a bit, maybe a different video. I've changed out the spark plugs and put the original spark plugs back in because I wasn't impressed with these those Brisk spark plugs, but I will go through that with you. So anyway, I'm going to get started on this and see if I can suss out what the problem is. And look, the light's still blimmin' flashing. Maybe I'll roll it out. Hold on a sec. I'll have to take it off the stand. Try not to run over Ronnie. Oh, also, I bought a new frame for the Scrambler build, and I've also bought a tank. You see that? A new petrol tank for the BMW. So there is things going on with the BMW Scrambler build. There's a lot going on actually at the moment. I've just had way too much going on to be able to deal with anything. I'm selling off all my bits. It's the original exhaust system that ends on eBay tomorrow, I think. There's the engine for the Scrambler is all in bits at the moment. I'll go into more detail about the Scrambler build with you, but first of all I'm going to pay some attention to the BMW because I really need to get this sorted out. Right, let's see if I can get that light sorted. Right, there we go. The light is now stuck on the ABS light. That is what it keeps doing to me. So I'm going to see if I can rectify that. At the moment that's telling me that the ABS is off. So let's see what we can find. Fixed it. It's fixed. I think. What's that yellow one about? Yeah, fixed it. It's just because I switched ignition on. Ooh. That's just because I've switched this off. Look. Touch. Off. On. Run. So that's normal. So it's fixed. Sorted. What did I do? Let me show you what I did. Right. Right, what I did, I had to lose Ronnie because sadly he was getting in the way a bit. I had to keep it safe because I was getting the bike up on the stand, etc. So basically I took out the speed sensor, which is this one here. I mean, I think it's like an ABS sensor, isn't it, this one? This is the ABS ring as far as I'm aware. If you notice, there is a few kind of marks on the ring just here and there, a few, but not consistently, so I can only guess the gap was too small in between that sensor and the ring as such. So I took this sensor out, I gave it a clean up with a little bit of WD-40, put it back in place. Now this is a common fault with the S1000RR. The axle can be wrongly adjusted. So what you do, or not the axle itself, the actual wheel alignment can be slightly off and the wheel can be sitting too close to you. So what you do is you loosen off the pinch bolts on the lower right hand side, then loosen off the axle here, and then loosen off the pinch bolts this side as well. And then what I got was a piece of wood like so, and I just lightly hit against this inner adjuster, the sleeve which holds the axle in place, and just gave it a few taps, and that will just push it over like a mil or so. And then after then I tighten back up these pinch bolts. I've yet to finish the whole process, and now I will tighten up the axle bolt, then tighten up the pinch bolts, and away you go. But I'm looking at it down through, I don't know if you can even see really where it is, but anyway, there's a proper gap there now. I think it's like less than 2 mil, the actual gap, or maybe a mil or so. Don't quote me on the actual amounts, but I'm guessing that the wheel alignment was just slightly off, and now it's not. So that's a problem fixed. Really happy with that. Yee-hee! Right guys, we're back to square one. I've just reassembled everything, and now this ABS warning light is back on again. So I don't know, I think maybe the sensor might be faulty. I tightened everything up on the front end here, and yeah, put everything together, and then as soon as I started her up, she started flashing at me. So yeah, I think I might need a new ABS, or as some call it, a speed sensor. I've gone through all the, taken off the side here. Let's get some light on here. I've taken off all the fairing on the side here, and this is the ABS wire that comes up onto this connector. Checked it over all the connectors, checked the wires, fiddled with them, and yeah, just can't get any joy out of it. So I think it's a new sensor time. What a pain. So yeah, there we go. I will keep you updated guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.